Hey YouTube friends, what's up? Welcome to Electric Tuesdays. Many of you have been in contact and you have been asking me for electric guitar lessons. So yes, I have an electric guitar. Yes, I've been recording with them for quite a long time. And why do I just do acoustic lessons? Well, you know, I didn't start off just doing acoustic lessons. It's just that was kind of like the popular thing. But yeah, I'm quite happy to take you through some stuff that I'm doing. And as you saw in the beginning, I'm playing a track, an instrumental track called The Back of Beyond. It's something I wrote a while ago. I'd never really recorded it. I just had little demos I put together. And some of them were way more technical with different timings and all sorts of different weird chords. So I just had a look at it and kind of simplified it. I thought it might be a nice thing for you guys to mess around with. I'll take you through the chords because they're not actually as technical as you might think, okay? I'm just using a few simple techniques to give me that sound. Now, first of all, you might be asking me about the guitar sound, so I've kept it really simple. I'm plugged in directly to Logic and I'm just using a Fender Blackface setting. It's kind of on a clean setting with a bit of gain on it, and obviously the spring verb. Now the reason I like this setting is because it's very similar. I'm looking down, I can't show you, I'm looking down to my MusicMan and it's a 112 RP. It's from like the late 70s and it kind of gives me a similar sound. It's actually based on an old Fender Blackface designed by Leo Fender. So that's kind of my choice of sound. I think it goes really nice with, it's just my own tone really, it goes really nice with this SG. So certainly have a mess around, and if you don't have Logic and don't use those plugins, it doesn't matter, okay? You can just, you know, find something with a bit of verb. You don't even need reverb, you could do it on the acoustic guitar, and it helps with the sustain. It just gives it a bit more air, a bit more body behind it, okay? So the chords I'm doing are actually really simple. They're just G major, E minor, D, C, and I think that's pretty much it. Okay, that's all that's in there. It's just I'm playing them a little bit different, so you could do it super simple. You could do it down here. Makes it sound a whole lot different down there, right? So the way I'm doing it, I'm just playing kind of like a fifth chord, power chord, but I'm adding this third in with my pinky. And I'm not actually playing with the guitar pick anymore, that's tucked away. And I'm playing with my thumb, my second finger, and my third finger. And it doesn't matter what fingers you use, you could throw the guitar pick away and play with what fingers you're comfortable with. And all I'm doing is plucking with my thumb the A string, the D string with my second finger, and the G string, sorry, the B string with my third finger. So it sounds like this. Or if you pluck them together, okay, and that's it. And then I'm moving the pinky out of the 12th fret into the 13th. So you could do that. You could put another one there. You could put your second finger on the 10th fret. But then I'm moving that whole position down to the E minor. Now my second finger, still on the B string. They're always going to play the same strings. And that is on the 8th fret, okay? So we've got this. You can just repeat that. Then I'm just taking that very same basic chord down to D. You can do 1, 2, 3, or you can pluck the whole thing. Then go in again. That's pretty much it. There's a, you know, it run down, it goes down to C, A minor, or if you play the open G, A minor 7, and back. there's a little change in there, and I go from the A minor or to the B minor. So all I've got is my first finger on the second fret on the A string, my pinky or the third finger, still on the B string at the third fret. So that's B minor. I'm just plucking the two notes, the A and the B. Move it up one fret. So now I'm playing in the third fret on the A, fifth fret on the B. So that's obviously C, and then it's C sharp, D, E minor. Okay, so it kind of goes E minor, D. Second time round, actually playing E sus2. All that is seventh fret on the A string, seventh fret on the B string. I do a double pluck on there. That is the entire piece, okay? So as for the second guitar melody that I played over the top, you can probably guess it's very much improvised. It's certainly not perfect, but sometimes when I'm recording stuff, I think, well, yeah, I kind of like that it's slightly out of time there. I kind of like that maybe that note doesn't slightly work. But hey, just go with it anyway, you know, that's called creativity. It's never about perfection, guys, okay? And it was finding the right notes to put in the right places delicately, because you don't really, you know, you could play over the top of it. You could play something crazy. And actually I was doing a take where I was doing, you know, some two finger tapping over it, whatever, it was too much, okay? And I ended up with this. Which is kind of nice, right? So I'm just playing in G. This is G up here, way up on the, what's that, 15th, 17th, 18th fret. You to play the low octave. So that would sound nice as well. I'm doing a little rake in there. And all it is really is just a G major scale. So that's kind of the important scale to learn. If you were to book a one-to-one lesson with me, one of the first things I would ask you is, can you play this scale? Can you play it efficiently? Because the beauty about that scale, you can move it around, and it's relevant to almost anything. You can use it for theory. So out of learning that scale, you can work out where your thirds and fifths are. 1, 2, 3. So you know, you can work out where your thirds are and your fifths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so on, right? So it's a very powerful tool to learn. The other thing I'm doing is, I guess, I'm putting a few little putting some pentatonic stuff in there as well. So it starts off delicately. That's just a, you know, major scale. And we're into the modes there. I don't really want to talk about modes here in this lesson, but I'm doing that, and I think I just, and I got this little run. Again, that's just, there's your major scale right there. So all I'm doing, I'm just picking the notes out of the major scale that sound nice and sound delicate and fit in between the notes, and now and again I'm using the pentatonic extension, just G major pentatonic extension, okay? You could play it here. Sorry. Yeah, so it looks like I'm doing an E minor. That's because the E minor pentatonic, if you start on G, it turns into the G major pentatonic, okay? So something else that could be really interesting to play along with would be, if you've got no way of playing along with a backing track, you can kind of just do your own thing and add the scales over the top. So you could just be, you know, I'll do it with the guitar pick. So there's tons of stuff you can do just with those shapes, and all I was doing is playing them individually. Adding some notes on top, right? Arpeggios. Whatever, okay? Improvise and have fun with it, guys. So could I have played a lot more over the top? Yes, of course. Would it have sounded cool? I don't know. I'm more of a minimal player. You guys should know me by now. You know, I try not to overplay. I'm sure I do from time to time, but that's just, you know, that's just me, okay? What I'll do, I'll put the track at the end of this lesson. I'll put the backing track. Play along with it, do whatever you like over the top, record yourself, send it to me over on Instagram. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing, and if you're a much better guitarist than me, which of course isn't hard to do, might even share it on my channel, okay? So send that stuff over, I'd love to hear it. I'll see you again the same time next week, guys. Enjoy.